Sports give kids so much more than wins and losses. They build confidence, teamwork, leadership, resilience, lessons that prepare them for success in school, in careers, and in life. None of that matters if kids aren't safe. A concussion, an injury, or unsafe conditions can end a child's sports journey too soon. Safe Sports Network is there, on the sidelines, in schools, and in our community, preventing injuries, responding to emergencies, and guiding kids safely back to the games they love. With every donation, you're not just funding a program, you're protecting kids' futures. You're investing in safer fields, gyms, and rinks. Please join us. Support Safe Sports Network, because every child deserves to play safe.
That's Tebow. He's running all the way back to the left of the 5-yard line, stretches it out. That's Anthony D. He gets out to the 25. He breaks another tackle to the 30, the 35, the 40, 50, the 45, the 40, 30, 25. There's nobody near him.
No flags.
What a play.
Anthony D goes the distance. D stands for distance. Come the Clippers. On the low block, kick out, downtown, Yahtzee! By Landry, 0-0, 0-on-0. Caruso from downtown, knocks down a triple.
In front of the goal mouth, they jump for it. The header finds the back of the net. Hadley Camo with a spectacular play.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the campus of Londonderry High School here in Londonderry, New Hampshire. It is the Holiday Classic hosted by these Londonderry Lancers, and you just watched a good one as the Londonderry Lancers, one of the top teams in the state of New Hampshire, Division I, lost to a very good Medfield Mass Warriors team, 58-45. Leading all scores for Londonderry was Samantha Sullivan with 21 points. Gemma Murray had 12. On the other side of the ledger, it was Naya Anajiri with 20 and Abby Broderick with 19 for the winning Medfield Warrior team. They go 3-0 on the tournament. Londonderry 2-1. We got another good one for you here as the Bedford Bulldogs will take on the Burlington, Vermont Seahorses. The Seahorses lost to Londonderry in their first game here in the tournament and lost yesterday to Barrington. Meanwhile, the Bulldogs lost to Medfield, the team you just saw play, and beat Sacred Heart, a very good team, yesterday 44-38. The tip was won by Bedford, but they'll go out of bounds. It'll be a Seahorse ball. Bedford in their white uniforms with dark numbers outlined in red. The Seahorses in their black uniforms with white numbers going left to right on your screen. Crossover dribble there. Baden lost the handle, needs help. Found it in Maley. That pass, and I think they thought it was tipped. Baden kind of let it go, but it was not, so Bedford will get the ball back. Annie Zink, left-hand dribble, Baden marking her up. Eva Zink, pass into the corner, downtown, Yahtzee! Juliet Laws knocks down a triple. And now the Seahorses operating in the half court. That ball gets stolen, and off to the races go the Bulldogs. Good control by Wolf. She couldn't get it to go, but following it up and rebounding it was Eva Zink. She'll head to the free throw line for a pair. Eva, the sophomore, a couple of dribbles, release, rotation, and misses the first. She'll get a second. I want to thank you all for joining us here on the Highlight Guy. A lot of people watching around New England. I want to say hello to the Rondelays. Don, Deanna, and Dee, all watching. Thanks for tuning in. Ricky Oliver, if you're out there deep in the heart of Texas, thanks for watching on the Highlight Guy. And travel call. Another turnover, so this Bulldog defense is tenacious. And they'll slowly bring the ball up over half court. Annie Zink was looking for help. That ball gets stolen. Taken by May Yankovic, and May had a good read on that one. May had 15 points in the loss yesterday for these Seahorses. Inbound pass. Pull-up jump shot. Hits the front of the rim and out. It's Harper Guthiem on the effort. Into the corner. Downtown. And no good. It was a good clean look for Juliet Laws. She already has one from the other side of the court. And a good save. Extra possession for the Bulldogs. Downtown. Air ball. Sarah Muir. Muir had 20 points yesterday. Ball will go off of the Bulldogs. It'll be Seahorse ball. They handle the press easily. Guthiem got it in to Bainan. And now they'll work it around the perimeter. Dribble drive, kick. Downtown, Bainan. Yahtzee! And a three-point make for the senior. Penetration in. Nice make there by Eva. She has three. 6-2 Bulldogs. Seahorses handling the pressure well. That's going to be a foul, and Juliet Laws, it'll be her first. Burlington, Vermont inbounds the ball. And another quick foul. And that one's going to go against Sarah Muir. So this Bedford team plays aggressively, hair on fire defense, but they have to be careful not to pick up cheap fouls. Emma Maley needs some help, finds it on the low block. Good inlet pass to Guthiem. They'll lose it. Ball will go back to the Bulldogs. Well, thank you all for watching us here on the Highlight Guy. Jason will be bringing you all the action. Steve Cody is the Highlight Guy, and he is the man on the moving pictures. Happy holidays to you all. New Year right around the corner. Hard to believe. Oh, and a good strip there as Zink went to the hoop, but it was blocked nicely in the lane. Another steal. Back the other way comes Sarah Muir. Sarah off and running, and she puts it in off the glass. 8-2 Bedford. Nice spin move in the lane. That was Rowan Thomas Demerit. She's able to find Bainan. Little pick and roll action. Back the other way comes Annie Zink. What wraparound passes. High off the backboard. No good. Cleaning the glass was Wolf. They'll skip past it. Eva Zink, little pull up, no good. And this time pulling down the rebound is Yankovic. And the Seahorses will come back on the offensive. Downtown. Front iron, no. Good box out there. Bedford will run. 3-on-2 opportunity. Going to get a reach in. And I believe it's going to be Rowan Thomas Demerit. She had 8 points in their first loss to Londonderry. Timeout called by Burlington. Not sure if it'll be the 30-second variety. It will be. So 8-2 in favor of the Bulldogs. That'll give us a chance to tell you to stay up to date with all the Highlight Guys' upcoming live streams. Subscribe to THD Sports Network and our YouTube channel today. Never miss out on the games you want to see. Just go to thehighlightguy.com, choose the live stream page, and click the buy button. For YouTube, search The Highlight Guy and hit subscribe. We thank you in advance. And if you like what you're seeing and hearing with our live stream, you think you'd like to advertise with us, or you just want more information, contact Steve at thehighlightguy.com. Are you hungry for a meal that really hits the spot? Luke's Bar and Grill serves up juicy burgers, crispy wings, and a full menu of favorites made fresh every day. Luke's is the perfect spot to relax and connect. Stop at 142 Lowell Road in Hudson, New Hampshire, or see the menu at lukesbarandgrill.com. That's Luke's, L-U-K-S, barandgrill.com. Timeout is in the books. Doing the honors for Bedford will be Annie Zink. She comes over the top to Sarah Muir. Muir back to Zink in the corner. And now opposite corner. Good ball movement by this Bulldog team. Way downtown, Yahtzee. Three-point make for Annie Zink. She had 10 points in the first game, 17 yesterday. Back the other way comes Bedford, high off the glass. The left-handed layup for Sarah is good. And Muir has 4. Hits the Bulldogs by 10. Blocking call called against the Bulldogs. I believe it was called against Grace Wolf. So Coach Gibbs will head to the bench, as will Coach Robertson of Burlington, Vermont. Bainan working against Laws. And now against Zink. Get it out to Guthiem. Guthiem will get called for the travel. She was bothered there by Eva Zink. So 3:36 to go in the first quarter. It is the Bulldogs by 10. I want to thank you all for joining us here on the Highlight Guy. This is game 11 for us in a 3-day span. Travel call. Possession will stay with the Bulldogs. Coach Robertson again heads to the bench. Downtown, no. Good battle for the rebound taken. Looked like it was Claire White. She couldn't get it to go. Scoop shot up and under. Physical play. White clears it up the floor. A little spin move in the lane is no good. Battling for it. And good hustle back defensively by Asher Gula. That one no good. Play a little sloppy back and forth here. I'm sure both coaches are going to want to rein this in. Downtown, Annie Zink, no. Rebound though offensively, Claire White. They'll call it on the floor. Another substitute, Coach Robertson. Bainan gets a rest and Emma Maley will check in. And now the Bulldogs will go to the bench as well, as Mel Gibson will check in for Bedford. Right hand dribble into the corner. Gibson had the lane shut off. That was Mia Catone. She got it back to Gibson. Gibson missed the baseline jumper. And the Seahorses will swim. Baseline, what a move on the delay. No good. And White comes in again with the rebound. A lot of championship pedigree here on this Bedford team. And Bulldogs won the field hockey championship. Members of the girls basketball team were on that field hockey championship. We'll talk about that in a little bit. We're going to get a push against Juliet Laws. And again, those are the things that as a head coach, they drive you crazy when you commit fouls 90 feet from the basket. Laws will come out of the game. And Adra Casey, the sophomore, will come in. And quickly stealing high off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound, nice possession by Bedford. Front iron, no. Emma Maley comes away with the rebound. Couple bites of the apple there by Bedford, nothing to show for it on that trip. 10-point lead. Emma Maley. They were trying to flash the high post with Guthiem, but unable to connect as Catone comes the other way. In the corner now, White got it over to Casey. Casey, the bounce pass too long for Gibson. And another turnover. And that one dribbled off the foot of Asher Gula. So the turnover gives Bedford back the ball. Bedford playing without one of their top players, Mel McCarthy, being held out. Just a precaution. Nice pass on the low block and another nice feed. And a great look there as McCarthy finishes at the cup with a nice pass from Catone. Catone now playing tough defense against Taylor Johnson. Catone not real happy with that call. Buzzer sounds for some reason. 5 fouls against Bedford. And so now Burlington will head to the line for 2 free throws. Taylor Johnson, the sophomore, will get 2 cracks at it. That one misses off the mark. She'll get a second. Johnson goes 1 out of 2. It's now 15-4. Quickly up the other side, a missed layup. And a jump ball will be called. How quickly Casey got down the floor and missed the layup, but the hustle on the rebound will give the Bulldogs another shot at it. No pun intended. The deeper we get into the games here, the more dad jokes you're probably going to get. The beauty of the mute button, folks. Over the top it comes. Gibson to White. White feeds the low post. Kick out downtown, no. Was a good look. Good hustle there by Catone. No good. Out of bounds, and the Seahorses will get possession. If you're just joining us, the Medfield Warriors of Massachusetts defeated the Londonderry Lancers of New Hampshire in our first game, 58-45. This is our second game of the day. Our 11th overall. We'll be bringing you 15 games over the course of 3 days when all is said and done. Nice job of handling the pressure there by the Seahorses. Needing some help is Gula. She finds it in Maley. Maley, just after the buzzer, shoots one that goes over the backboard. We'll head to the end of the first quarter, and the score, the Bedford Bulldogs 15 and the Burlington Seahorses 4. This Burlington team, the defending Vermont State champions from a year ago. Meanwhile, the Bulldogs come in as the 2-time defending Division I champions out of New Hampshire. As we mentioned, Bedford lost to Medfield 62-29 in their first game in the tournament, and then I'm sure there was quite a talking to by the coaching staff to the players, and the next day, yesterday, they came out and defeated a very good Sacred Heart team 44-38. Meanwhile, Burlington lost to Londonderry in their first game in the tournament, 39-73, and then at a very close game yesterday with Barrington, Rhode Island, they lost 45-55, but they battled all the way through. So Coach Robertson definitely likes, I'm sure, what he's seeing with his young team. When I say young, only 2 seniors on the roster, and that's Bainan, number 5, as we've seen, and Rosacora, number 22. 8 minutes back up on the clock. Bedford in their white uniforms. Burlington in their dark uniforms. They'll get the first possession of the second half. Maley loses the handle, gets it back. Catone almost had another steal. Sarah Muir now applying good pressure defense at the left elbow. Good switch there. Johnson, nice little rolling action, high off the backboard. Little 2-player back and forth game. Guthiem has her first bucket. Downtown, in and out. Gibson missed it, cleaned up the miss, and a nice job by Mel to put it back up and in. She has 4. Maley, dribble drive, had her pocket picked. Sarah Muir now, baseball pass to the opposite side. What a trail. I don't even know if she knew she was there, but Wolf came away with it. Dribble drive, penetrate, up and in. Muir has 6. 19-6 Bulldogs. Emma Maley, right hand dribble. She'll pull up from downtown, misses everything, and out of bounds it will go. And both coaches will go to the bench. 1 Bulldog and 3 Seahorses come into the game. Looks like a very patient look now for Bedford against this zone. Looked like a 1-3-1 of sorts. Jump ball. Nope. We're going to get a foul call. And heading to the line will be Grace Wolf. She'll take 2. All is calm. All is semi-bright here in the Londonderry Gymnasium. Release rotation splash for Wolf, the senior. Has her first point. No good. Long rebound taken by Maley. Seahorses will come over the floor, but that pass, they were not ready for it. And a 3-on-2 all alone on the other side of the floor. They got it in quickly, and Muir, the beneficiary of that nice pass. She has 8 in the early going. Another steal. Muir will run. Pass to McCarthy. Hot potato goes through her hands. But another steal. What a great play by Idra Casey. Keeping that ball alive. Down on the low block. Gibson tries feeding inside. Ball rolls around. That one may have been tipped unless it was intended for the Seahorse bench, which I don't think it was. They make a nice play regardless. Grace Wolf to do the honors. Wolf into the corner to LaCroix. LaCroix will bring it back up top to Casey. Now into the corner to Muir. Nice bounce pass up and in. What a bounce pass from Maddie LaCroix to Grace Wolf. 24-6 in favor of the Bulldogs. Timeout. Coach Robertson wants to talk it over with his Burlington, Vermont Seahorses as they find themselves down 18 with 5:04 to go in the first half. EarthTech Systems is a premier provider of heat pump technology with a strong specialization in geothermal HVAC systems. By championing energy efficiency and sustainability, their innovative solutions not only prioritize environmental benefits, but also help customers save significantly on energy costs. Whether you're considering a new heat pump system or need repairs, their skilled team is ready to handle even the most complex of projects. Learn more about their cutting-edge designs and unmatched expertise at earthtechsystems.com. Bouvier Prepare provides comprehensive college recruiting consulting services for student athletes and their families. If you're looking for guidance in the process for playing lacrosse, field hockey, soccer, or volleyball in college, Bouvier Prepare can provide a personalized plan for success. Contact them at bouvierprepare@gmail.com or call 603-465-1102. Hey, are you getting married or know somebody that is? If you need a justice of the peace, I'm your guy. Contact Jason the JP at 603-491-1086. Or you can reach me at jasonthejp.com. I just made that up, Steve, on the fly. I have nothing written, but I got a meeting tomorrow with a prospective couple. Back the other way come the Seahorses. Nice bounce pass on the low block. Pull-up jumper, long range, no good. It was a good look for Maley. She probably could have taken it to the hoop there as well. Trying to figure out this matchup defense downtown. Yahtzee! Adria Casey joins the Boston 3 party. Into the corner it goes. Downtown, Rainmaker, no good. It was a good look. I think that one is going to go off of LaCroix's hands. And it did, in fact. The freshman battling for that rebound. Coach Robertson heads back to the bench. Nice pass underneath. They say a holding foul against the Bulldogs. Inbound pass down on the baseline. Now they bring it back up top, skip it across the way. Bainan strong to the hole, up and in. Great play there by Deanna Bainan. She has 5. Her number. The runner in the lane. What a good move by Mel Gibson. And Gibson really a provider for this team. And as she gets better as the season progresses, this Bedford team going to be very formidable on the inside. Definitely getting valuable minutes without Mel McCarthy in the mix. Bainan, runner, high off the glass, no. 3 Bulldogs surrounding that one. Wolf will turn it over, a little carry action. 29-8, 21-point advantage for Bedford. Got to get it in. Nice pass, high off the glass and in. Good job of cycling through by the Seahorses as Maley puts it off glass. 29-10, 19-point Bulldog advantage. And just no answer for Melanie Gibson as Mel goes to the hole hard and finishes. Pull-up baseline jumper was tapped away. Guthiem recovered. Scoop shot up, no. Bainan recovers. Nice pass underneath from Bainan to Maley. Good pass in the paint. 31-12 Bulldogs. Nice backdoor cut. A little too much mustard on that hot dog. It goes through Wolf's hands, and as a result, it'll be Seahorse ball. Bainan and Casey bumping, and it's going to go against Casey on the blocking foul as Annie Zink and Eva Zink prepare to check back in. That one a little too long. You know, Steve, as both Zinks checked into the game, I was thinking to myself, from A to E instead of from A to Z, A to Zink. I don't know. Got to come up with something. Where's John Collins when you need him? What a pass, a little leather souffle. Wolf had the shot blocked. Into the corner it goes, marked up closely by Annie. Annie, good movement of the feet. Ball comes in, good pass. Thomas DeMeritt tried to find Maley and it went off of her. Wolf will come to the bench for the Bulldogs. And Annie Zink will run the point. Right to left on your screen. Good little delay step, dropped it off. Floater in the lane is up and good for Eva Zink. So Annie and Eva working together on that. Jump ball called. Possession will go to the Bulldogs. Juliet Laws will check back in, and Maddie LaCroix will head to the bench. LaCroix, just a freshman. The only freshman on this varsity roster. Downtown, Claire White in and out, no. Battled for, good rebound. And that one is going to go to the Seahorses, I believe, but a good board taken by Asher Gula. Alana Maludi will check in for the first time today, I believe, and heading to the bench will be May Yankovic. Good handles by Maley. Oh, that one was blocked. Good defense, good quick hands by the Bulldogs. Calling for it. Runner in the lane is up, and what a nice make by Juliet Laws, and she has 5. Laws marking up Thomas DeMeritt. DeMeritt to the hoop. Great play there by Rowan. And a finish on the other side. I believe that was Muir. Ooh, and a pushing foul. That will go against Juliet Laws, I believe. Yes, it will. So I apologize, folks, when I miss something. There's a lot going on up here. I'm looking at my scorebook. I'm looking at the monitor. I'm looking for the snack bar. I know they're watching us down there, Steve, in the snack bar. Is another steal by Sarah Muir. Nice feed on the run. And finishing at the cup, Annie Zink. But if you're watching us down there at the snack bar, popcorn smells good. We got a piece of pizza at the end of the day. That was good as well. And that one hits the curtain in the middle. We'll head to the half. And it's a 39-14 ball game in favor of the Bulldogs. You are watching live here on the Highlight Guide. We got to pay some bills. We'll be back with second half action right after these very important messages. Don't you go anywhere.
Sports give kids so much more than wins and losses. They build confidence, teamwork, leadership, resilience, lessons that prepare them for success in school, in careers, and in life. None of that matters if kids aren't safe. A concussion, an injury, or unsafe conditions can end a child's sports journey too soon. Safe Sports Network is there, on the sidelines, in schools, and in our community, preventing injuries, responding to emergencies, and guiding kids safely back to the games they love. With every donation, you're not just funding a program, you're protecting kids' futures. You're investing in safer fields, gyms, and rinks. Please join us. Support Safe Sports Network, because every child deserves to play safe.
Meet Bouvier Prepare, your game changer in college athletics recruitment. We cut through the chaos, focusing on superb communication and top-notch organization. One-on-one attention, tailored strategies, and a winning game plan for emails, calls, camps, visits, and offer closings. Be prepared. Your limitless future starts now with Bouvier Prepare.
Hi, this is Deb Cody with the Dow Group at Keller Williams Coastal and Lakes and Mountains Realty. I have a passion for helping people, and I love to help people with their real estate goals, whether it's buying, selling, or investing. I'm licensed in New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and Maine, and work with an incredible team, the Dow Group, which has been the #1 real estate team in New Hampshire for the past several years. Collectively, the team has sold over $1 billion worth of real estate in the past 20 years. If you're curious to know what the local market is like in your area, feel free to reach out via my website, deb.thedowgroup.com, and let's get connected.
Hi, this is Terry Queenan from Earth Tech Systems Geothermal. We're in Nashua, New Hampshire today. We just finished putting geothermal in this historical home built in 1937. Let's go in and check it out. We're now inside the house. These are the two well lines coming in. There's one 500-foot borehole. This is the piping. This is the flow center that moves the water to the geothermal unit, which is over here. This is a very simple, high-efficiency system made by water furnace. This is the return duct, and we have the unit in place here. This is the water furnace 7 series that's in this home. This is the return air filter. Those are the pipes coming from the non-pressurized flow center. The blower is on the top, the compressor's on the bottom. Very quiet machine. This is a storage tank that makes very warm water. The water goes from this point into an on-demand tankless when there's a call for showers, cooking, etc. So not only is the customer going to save an immense amount of money, they're going from about a $1,300 a year oil bill to be on target right now for about a $300 geothermal bill, and the well is directly under me. If you'd like to learn more, check us out on our website, earthtechsystems.com.
Are you looking to play sports in college? Almost every college recruiting website recommends having a highlight video as one of the top 3 crucial recruiting tools. In fact, 93% of college coaches we surveyed said they watch a recruit's highlight video as part of their player assessments. Our sole purpose is to make you look good. Our highlight videos include an athlete bio and accolade page, stop motion, and player highlight. The video is not done until you are completely satisfied and say it's done. We also upload to YouTube or whatever recruiting platform you use. The Highlight Guy can also film your high school or club games to capture you in action, resulting in amazing footage that you can use to help create your highlight video. We have the expertise to help you get recruited. Check out our website at thehighlightguy.com or contact Steve at thehighlightguy.com to get started on your path to playing sports in college.
Welcome back to the campus here at Londonderry High School. It is the Bedford Bulldogs doing battle with the Burlington, Vermont Seahorses. And it was all Bedford in the first half as they enjoy a 39-14 lead. They'll get the first possession of the second half. A good make there quickly. And I missed that first basket, Steve. Was that looked like number 4 was Grace Wolf, I think, on the bucket. Nice rebound pulled down by Sarah Muir. And if you're watching at home, you're hearing it a couple of seconds after it happens. There's a little bit of a delay. Grace Wolf again with her second bucket of the third quarter. Bainan kicks it out. The runner up, no call. It was a good look for Yankovic, but and then stealing it there was Thomas DeMera. Rowan on the floor. Get called for the travel. And back the other way come Annie Zink and the Bulldogs. Annie up top, Muir downtown, no. Good offensive rebound underneath, but couldn't get it to go. It was Eva Zink, so back the other way come the Seahorses. 43-14 in favor of the Bulldogs. Game number 2 of 5 today. Game number 11 of 15 for us on a 3-day tournament. That's an air ball grabbed by Muir. She hits Laws off and running and feeds Zink on the break to the basket. She'll get hacked in the act, going up strong. Eva will head to the free throw line. And we'll see the replay right here. Front iron on the first, she'll get a second. Eva had 5 points in the first half, trying to get point number 6. We'll do a rundown of all the scores in the next stoppage of play. Misses the second, rebound taken in by Yankovic, and back the other way comes Guthiem. Guthiem reverses it, and ball gets intercepted by Sarah Muir. Sarah steps on the gas and can't get it to fall. Following it up was Zink. Gave it back to Muir, and a nice feed underneath. Another miss. But another bite of the apple for Bedford. Skip pass across the way to Laws. Laws will penetrate, throws up the left hand off the glass, no good. And Guthiem will pull it down. Offensive foul called against Emma Maley. That'll give the Bulldogs possession. Wolf to Zink. Annie, crossover. Marked up closely by Thomas DeMerit. Pass into the corner. Gonna get a travel call. Good double team came over and stopped Laws in her tracks. And she dragged a pivot foot. 5:17 to go in the third frame. Pass down low is intercepted. Bedford needs to work on their spacing a little here. And now they'll rotate through. Good strong move to the cup by Eva Zink. She gets fouled. She'll head back to the free throw line. One out of 4 so far in the day for Eva. That one is true. Rosalind Wallstrom will check in for Harper Guthiem. Rainmaker no good, and Wallstrom grabs that rebound. Looking for the pass on the post, couldn't get it. She flashes through, she's all alone and knocks it in. What a great play there by Rosalind Wallstrom. Immediate impact. Little pull-up jumper is up and true. A nice make on the baseline by Juliet Laws. She has 7. High post. Runner in the lane, no good. Muir will run to Laws. Laws retreats, kick back to Zink. Front iron, no, and good battle underneath. Coming away with it was Sarah Muir, and she went up and got hacked. She'll go to the line for 2. Sarah's rainmaker is true. 8 players have scored so far for the Bulldogs. They'll head back to the bench as Catone and Gibson will check in. Annie Zink had 5, Grace Wolf with 3, Muir with 10, Eva Zink with 5, Adria Casey with 3, Laws with 5, Gibson with 4, McCarthy with 4, as Zink goes 2 out of 2. That was first half scoring. Wolf has 7 altogether. 3-pointer no good. As does Eva Zink. She has 7. As does Juliet Laws. She has 7 total. Good positioning on the glass by Gibson, and she was fouled. So Gibson will head to the line. Must be 5 team fouls. Bedford will spend the rest of the quarter at the free throw line if there are fouls. Gibson misses the first. Trying to get point number 5. 3:52 to go here in the third frame. 48-16 Bedford. Back iron, no. And a good battle. And I'll tell you what, Sarah Muir battled for that ball. She didn't get the rebound, but she was able to tip it to Juliet Laws, and Laws will head to the free throw line. And that is a stat that they keep at Bedford, tipped basketballs, because you can see why. Sometimes they result in possessions and ultimately points. Laws hits the first of 2. She has 8 points, going for point number 9. 2 out of 2 for the sophomore. Bedford will fall back. And it was good penetration by Yankovic, but she had to go off of her knee, lost the handle, and it'll be turned over to the Bulldogs. Nice pass. Gibson underneath to Zink. Annie rotates it through downtown, no. Long rebound goes to Wallstrom, and back the other way come the Seahorses. That ball gets tipped. Good active hands. Well done. Ball never hit the floor as Annie Zink found Sarah Muir streaking through the paint. 52-16, 3:03 to go. Runner up and no good, but this time Yankovic is going to head to the line. May had 15 points in yesterday's game against Barrington. The junior will get 2 free throws here. Shooter's touch, friendly rim here in Londonderry, and Yankovic has her first point of the afternoon. A pair of Bulldogs check in and a pair check out. Looks like White, maybe, and that second one is good. And Adria Casey have checked in. Yankovic 2 for 2 on that one. Whistle blows. And now here comes the pressure by the Seahorses. Catone slicing through the lane, no good. Pulling down the rebound is Bainan. Bainan hook pass to the side, no good. Good look. And a good rebound by Casey, and back the other way come Muir and the Bulldogs. Jumper's no good. That little set shot inside the paint, no good. And the third opportunity coming for the Bulldogs. This time, again, they miss. Steele, up, in. Chance for a three-point play for Sarah Muir. Good sportsmanship shown there as Bainan fouled her and then helped her up. So nice to see. 1:49 to go here in the third quarter. Muir, couple of dribbles, completes the three-point play. And she has 16. Muir will come out, and checking in will be Maddie LaCroix. All tournament teams will be chosen. 6 first team tournament, first team all tournament team, and 8 second team, as we've been told here at the Highlight Guy. We do not get a vote, but all the coaches here will get votes to determine the 6 players who are the first team all tournament and the 8 players who are second team. We'll have those posted on the Highlight Guy once we have the results. Catane rather, into the paint. Up and in, nice pass to White on the pass from Catone. 65 seconds to go here in the third frame, 57-18 Bedford. Runner in the lane is up and good. Hitting the deck hard was Bainan. And they'll check on her. She's moving down there. I want to make sure that Deanna is okay. Training staff will come out to check on her. And we'll take a brief timeout here. You're watching live on the Highlight Guy. We'll be right back after these messages.
Meet Bouvier Prepare, your game changer in college athletics recruitment. We cut through the chaos, focusing on superb communication and top-notch organization. One-on-one attention, tailored strategies, and a winning game plan for emails, calls, camps, visits, and offer closings. Be prepared. Your limitless future starts now with Bouvier Prepare.
Hi, this is Terry Queenan from Earth Tech Systems Geothermal. We're in Nashua, New Hampshire today. We just finished putting geothermal in this historical home built in 1937. Let's go in and check it out. We're now inside the house. These are the 2 well lines coming in. There's one 500-foot borehole. This is the piping. This is the flow center that moves the water to the geothermal unit, which is over here. This is a very simple, high-efficiency system made by water furnace. This is the return duct, and we have the unit in place here. This is the water furnace 7 series that's in this home. This is the return air filter. Those are the pipes coming from the non-pressurized flow center. The blower is on the top, the compressor's on the bottom. Very quiet machine. This is a storage tank that makes very warm water. The water goes from this point into an on-demand tankless when there's a call for showers, cooking, etc. So not only is the customer going to save an immense amount of money, they're going from about a $1,300 a year oil bill to be on target right now for about a $300 geothermal bill, and the well is directly under me. If you'd like to learn more, check us out on our website, earthtechsystems.com.
Welcome back to the campus here at Londonderry High School, and training staff helped a young lady off the floor, Dana Bainan. She couldn't put a lot of weight on that leg, and you can see the trainer working on the right leg. And we hope the best for her. She is a very talented player for this Seahorse team. Free throw is missed. And Bainan didn't get a chance to take that free throw shot. I believe it was, I think, Elizabeth Lorraine who checked in. Bulldogs will operate in the half court. 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Catone, penetrate, pull-up jumper, no. Rebound gathered in there by Johnson, and Taylor, the sophomore, will bring it over half court. Asher Gula, right hand, pivot, up, in. And a nice make there by the sophomore Gula. Good if it goes. It will not. LaCroix tried to get one at the end of the third quarter. We'll go to the fourth. It is a 57-20 lead for the Bedford Bulldogs. They're going to move to 2-1 here on the tournament. Still 1 quarter to play. But, you know, obviously that quarter, we're taking a look at the bench there, and we certainly hope that Miss Bainan is all right. She was kind of rubbing up and down the calf. You can see they have some ice there in the calf. Maybe it was a popped calf of some sort. And, you know, that's a big loss for this team, as she is a terrific player. She had 7 points prior to the injury, so we wish her well. We'll take a look on the other side as the Bulldogs talk strategy over in the fourth quarter. I'm sure this is an opportunity for Coach Gibbs to work some different things, work some different groupings together to see how they can maybe get some different matchups and some different groupings together. And that'll give us a chance to tell you about EarthTech Systems. They're a premier provider of heat pump technology with a strong specialization in geothermal HVAC systems. By championing energy efficiency and sustainability, their innovative solutions not only prioritize environmental benefits, but also help customers save significantly on energy costs. So whether you're considering a new heat pump system or you need repairs, their skilled team is ready to handle even the most complex projects. Learn more about their cutting-edge designs and unmatched expertise at earthtechsystems.com. All right. Our next game on the ledger will be Barrington, Rhode Island against the Wyndham Jaguars of New Hampshire. 8 minutes to go in this one. Dribble drive all the way through. Aggressive play by Gula, but she couldn't get it to go. Going behind the back is Catone. Long range shot, no good. Battled for, taken in by, I think that was Johnson. It is. Taylor dribbles down the right side. The runner in the lane is no good. Aggressive play there, I like, by Asher Gula. She just couldn't get that one to drop, but very aggressive to the basket. Juliette Laws working the point. Marked up by Elizabeth Lorraine. Laws will back up behind the three-point line. Downtown, no. Front iron, good look by Adria Casey. She couldn't get it to go. Catane gets on the floor. She gets the rebound. Yahtzee. Catane hustles, and as a result, Zink knocks down a triple. 60-22 in favor of the Bulldogs. Number 1 ranked team in Division I, state of New Hampshire. I'm sure there are a couple teams that will love their opportunity to take a shot at them. Londonderry included. They'll play once the season commences, the regular season, and Concord Christian, I'm sure, watching. Downtown, White, no. Long rebound went to Wallstrom and back the other way. Come the Seahorses, but unable to catch up with it was Maludi. And Coach Robertson will head to the bench and bring in 5 new Seahorses. Maley into the corner. Friendly roll and a three-point Yahtzee. Number 15, Harper Guthiem. And Harper has 5. 5:31 to go. 60-24, Bulldogs. Adria Casey. And now Eva. Eva, runner in the lane, up, no good, gets her own miss. Kick out downtown. Casey decided to drive and throws it off the foot of Yankovic, so it'll be Bulldog ball underneath. "30-second timeout. Coach Gibbs will go to the bench and bring in 5 new players. Opportunity for him to get some kids some work. Joined up here by Coach John Doherty. Coach, welcome. Let's throw those on. That ball gets knocked around. Bedford will chase it down. Nice reach in there, and back the other way come the Seahorses. Long pass taken in by May, and a bucket is in. Good make there by Harper Guthiem. Coach, how we doing?
We're doing. I was just coming up to check on you guys, see how you're doing up here in the booth.
Yeah, we're doing okay. We're surviving, man. It's you know, we're enjoying it. Good game. You had a pretty good first game against Medfield there. That's quite a program, Coach.
They are extraordinary. They are very, very, very talented. I gave them a lot of credit after the game. I mean, they're loaded.
Some takeaways for you with your teams. Obviously, not the result you wanted, but in terms of, you know, opportunity for you guys to get better. What did you see that you like that you can work on? What do you think you know, takeaways from that game?
I mean, I think there were a couple different things. You know, just one, you know, recognizing shooters. They're all shooters, but they got a couple kids that got a real quick release, and just making sure we close out a little tighter on kids like that.
Yeah.
I thought our team defense was pretty good for the most part. You know, I think they sped us up a little bit, but I also think we did a pretty good job controlling the pace for the most part.
Sure.
You know, they're a team that wants to turn into a track meet, you know, and that is something that we tried to avoid. And I think we did a pretty good job of it. Other than the third quarter, we kind of did get into a little bit of a track meet with them, and I think that was the big hit for us, was that third quarter.
Yeah, it was a 14-6 advantage for them. As you know, that, I mean, all the other quarters, you know, within a couple of points here or there, including a 16-13 fourth quarter, where you guys outscore them. So that third quarter, a big one. So obviously, what were the kids like after the game? What was the attitude and so forth?
You know, they had a pretty good attitude. We knew going into the game how good Medfield was, and you know what they bring to the table. I think for us, it was just making sure that we showed up, we played our game, we did the things that we were supposed to do.
Yeah.
You know, obviously the girls don't like to lose. It's not something that we're, you know, accustomed to, you know, the last couple years. So when we do take a loss like that, they definitely feel it. But, you know, we'll lick our wounds, we'll move on, we'll learn from it, we'll grow. I mean, that was the first thing I said when I went down to the locker room. I was like, what did we learn?
Yeah.
And about 4 or 5 different kids started. And I'm like, this is exactly what we needed to talk about. So, you know, it's a great tournament here.
Yeah.
You know, these games are all competitive. They're all everyone's showing up to play, and coaches are awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, all the coaches so far have been you know, awesome to deal with, and very, you know, accommodating. And one quick thing that I am going to kind of put out there: we will have shot clocks next year.
I like it.
So I think there's just enough teams that, you know, come up, and I mean, New Hampshire is pretty much the only state in New England that doesn't have a shot clock at this point.
Yeah.
So I think for us, you know, we have all of these teams coming in, and they're like, what do you mean there's no shot clock? I'm like, oh, we don't have a shot clock in New Hampshire. But, you know, I know, talking to Coach Gibbs over here, he's got a couple portable shot clocks, so we're going to get them all set up next year. We'll have, you know, one in each corner of the baseline, and we can play full-on rules.
That's pretty cool, and I think, you know, that's We've talked about it here on the Highlight Guy for many years, because obviously we cross over and we do a lot of games in Massachusetts, and we see the shot clock employed quite a bit. It's raining from the outside. A nice shot by Mia Catone, and she knocks down a triple, but we see it a lot, and you know, at times it does change. I mean, most teams in New Hampshire play fast. But there are times when you can kind of take the air out of the ball, and rightfully so. That's a good game plan for when there is no shot clock and you're nursing a pretty close lead.
Play the cards you're dealt.
That's exactly right. That's what you have to do, and so it'll be interesting to see if that bringing that in might change some of the mindset as Catane takes another three-point bomb, misses that one.
I actually think it'll help. I think, I still don't understand why the state doesn't have them. I don't think I'll ever understand that. But I think it'll help something like this because, these teams, when we go down to Mass, BG goes down to Mass.
Sure.
Bedford goes down to Mass. You play with one.
Yeah. And I will tell you that very rarely do you see a shot clock violation.
Yeah.
Another three-point shot there by Catone, and she's just firing away here. Yeah, but very rarely do we see three shot clock violations when we do travel to Massachusetts. Because of the pace of plays, usually, hair on fire back and forth.
Yep.
And
Medfield, we didn't need a shot clock in that game.
No, for sure. Nope, absolutely.
So I definitely think it'll help the event. I think it'll help, keep teams coming. And
sure.
I know even talking to the Sacred Heart coach, he's like, "There's no shot clock." I'm like, "Oh, there's no shot clock." So I texted all the coaches this morning and let them know, like, "Hey, next year if you're playing a team and they have a shot clock, or you're a team that has a shot clock, guess what? There's going to be one in your game."
That's good stuff. This one is in the books. It was a Bedford Bulldog victory, 70-26 over the Burlington, Vermont Seahorses. Burlington played well there in that fourth quarter. But it'll be the Bulldogs, the reigning two-time Division I state champs, that will go 2-1 on the tournament, and they will see their holiday tournament come to a close. Coach Doherty joining me here from Londonderry. Coach, we're going to take a quick break, pay some bills. You able to stay with us up here for?
Yeah, I can hang out for a little bit.
Stuff. All right, you are watching live on the Highlight Guy. Go get a bite to eat. Go get another cup of coffee. We'll see you back here on the other side of things right after these very important messages.